Okay, here at the park, a beautiful waterfall. Breathing in and taking in nature as I'm supposed to be. Breathing in this moment. I wanted to go live with y'all, but I don't really have any service. So I figured I'd make a video. But just enjoying this present moment. It feels so good. A bit it feels bad because initially I had plans. But there were so many barriers and obstacles and just misalignment when it came to those plans, and it just, didn't pan out the way I thought it was going to pan out down to the, very second. But, I was told and inspired by a friend to still make, of course, the best of it. To still make the best of being out and away from baby. So I did that. And I'm really glad I did. I'm really glad she told me to do that. But more so, I'm just thinking of a lot of the small, the minute things and obstacles and trying to juxtaposition and force and push and pull that, that I kind of experienced that led me to here in this exact moment. And it just made me think about, y'all, in life, there are definitely, don't get me wrong, by this message that I'm about to give to you. So I'm going to give it a precursor and a little bit of a disclaimer. Yes, in life, there are struggles. In life, there are obstacles. In life, there are heavy emotions, of course. In life, there are unwanted emotions. In life, there are bad feelings and things that just don't feel right. And what we have to understand is that it's all for a reason. And it's all to send a message to tell us something. So if we're not taking a step back to take a moment to see what all of those obstacles and, heavy emotions and negative emotions and having the force and or whatever is trying to tell us, if we're not taking that step back, then we're going to keep forcing and pushing ourselves up against the universe. Because the reality is, things are supposed to flow for us. I'm not saying that they will, but things are supposed to flow for us. Things are supposed to flow in a serendipitous way for us when it's meant for us. And if it doesn't flow in a serendipitous, sinking way, then there can be a reason, where there's definitely a reason for that. And you just have to kind of take a step back to figure out why. And before you figure out why, you got to take a step back to process what's happening, what's the obstacle, what is the emotions that you're feeling around the obstacle, and why are you pushing so hard against this obstacle? That's when you get to the why. Because things that are meant on our path in the way that they're supposed to go, they're supposed to flow. Now, that doesn't mean that it won't be negative emotions. That doesn't mean that it won't be hard. But it still will feel like flow. The hard can still feel like flow. For example, you know how you're doing something that you love, right? And it's a lot of hard work that is in that. It's a lot of hard work that entails you doing that thing that you love, right? But guess what? It's hard work, but it doesn't feel like hard work for you. It feels like flow, because that's what you're supposed to be doing, you know? And in life, that's a lot of the time our healing is postponed, or our healing is so hard because we're pushing up against stuff and messages and obstacles that the universe is intentionally putting in front of us, because it might not be the right time. It might not be the right place for you at that particular time. It might not be the right moment for that particular thing. It might not be divine timing for you and for this thing or this place or this person. So stop trying to force it and push up against it, and take a listen to the universe. When you see those obstacles, when you see those flow, I'm not saying be scared of obstacles. I'm saying when you feel yourself forcing, when you feel yourself, oh, he fell, no. I was looking at a lizard. I thought he was going to come by me. He's so cute, but he fell from the top of the rock. But yeah, so like when it feels like you're forcing it, you're not supposed to be forcing things. That's going upstream. We're not supposed to be going upstream. We're supposed to be flowing with the universe downstream. That is how life is supposed to be. If you're flowing upstream, yeah, it might be cool for, a little bit, and you're pushing up against it. But are you really meant to be there? And I mean, at the end of the day, you're always gonna end up back in the position where you're supposed to be. So just like if you're going up that stream is going to end up pulling you back down and flowing you back down. No matter how much you keep trying to push up that stream is going to end up flowing you back down on the path and towards where you're supposed to be. So I just learned how to stop pushing against things so much, man. And now, like, things are like, it makes my healing journey so much easier when I do that. Because shit is not supposed to be so forceful in the universe. Things are not forceful in the universe. So when you're forcing, you're not with universal flow. And if you're not with universal flow, then why would you want to do that? Because you're going up against the divine plan of your life. But again, you're always going to end up back to where you belong, because even though you might hold off your path or force against and push against your path, you're never off your path, because the stream is going to flow you back down towards where you're supposed to be. Just don't push up against it. Okay? That's all I got to say. I'm enjoying not pushing up against it, because I wouldn't have had this moment if I kept pushing up against it. And maybe this was it. This was the moment that I was supposed to have. And even though those plans didn't go through, and I really wanted them to go through in my mind and in my heart, I wanted them to go through. The universe and God sees all. I mean, I don't know. Anything could have happened. Anything could have happened, me forcing up against the barriers that were blocking me from that plan? We don't know. Accidents, emergencies, anything could have happened. This is why you have to listen to your body and listen to the messages that spirit is trying to relay to you, because it's for a reason. That's how spirit communicates to you, to let you know, hey, go this way. Hey, take a left. Hey, get off this exit. Hey, stop. Hey, slow down, because I need you to miss this point right here, because there's an accident or there's something that happens right here. So you slow down. But you gotta listen and you gotta flow. And again, there's gonna be throughout our life, because this whole process of living life is for experience to teach us and to grow us and to get us closer back to our soul's vision. So there, of course, are going to be times in your life, again, when you're pushing up against and you're forcing stuff and it feels so freaking hard and you're pushing up against it. But I'm here to tell you, like, instead of keep trying to push through the obstacles, listen to what those obstacles are telling you. Listen to what spirit is trying to tell you with those obstacles. Don't be in your logic mind so much to try to push past the obstacles, because that's spirit's way of talking to you to let you know, is this the right time or not? Is this and that? It's not to say you can't have it, or not to say you can't do it because of the obstacles. But listen to the spirit to tell you when you can do it, how you can do it. You know? Alright, that's all I gotta say. I'll take a look at the beauty. Alright, peace.